lane here for Gen.G. Fly is out, and Rich, the new addition to Gen.G, the old player from Heroes of the Storm, coming in for his LCK debut up against Toby, one of the best mid laners we have here. Papa, why don't you tell us a little bit about Rich?
Yeah, this is one of the big stories of
the Assumption, and Vladimir is going to be the final pick here on the side of Gen.G.
GRF took 500 games to play his first Vlad game, backing it up with a second one here. Almost certainly going to be on the Vlad here, unless they're going to be doing some creative lane swaps. And I do wonder, Valdez, because they heavily expected it to.
You get a new player. You have some really easy to land CC. As we're flashing in, and we're trying to kill Rich real quick, as he's going to flash away, but that infernal chains are going to land, but it's not going to be enough. And well, that's one way to get it started against somebody in their LCK.
You have taken a big risk here, debuting a player who's new to the scene in such a big match. Now he's got a lot of friends.
Yeah, Chovy doesn't have his flash here. Nice dodge on the knockup, but Chovy, it's 3-on-1. You are definitely dead, as Life, the bloodthirsty support, will steal the kill.
And even after a good start to the day, sometime in life, I'm not going to compare him to damage just yet.
Yeah, no.
What? That happened.
Yeah, Life flashed to the left.
All right, look at the summoners and tell me what happened.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to hold that thought as Rich is getting ganked here again. Perhaps doesn't know about the revive, but he just got CC'd to death. Not much that he could do there, as his flash was not available.
We don't often completely.
And it looks like they were waiting for the Kaisa.
Well,
and they are going to get the Kaisa.
Apparently, they didn't share information between support and AD carry.
Oh, boy. Well, in the end, it works out. But Tarzan say, okay, you can get one kill, but I'm going to get the Rift Herald here at 11 minutes. And 320 gold is better than 300 at the end of the day.
Otherworldly yet, but definitely feels like Griffin is in pretty big control of the tempo of this game. Doran's sticking around. Tarzan's here to help.
Oh, he's trying to get the kill, but the stun! Immediate timing! But at the end of the day, GRF just able to pull out of that one, gets trade for trade, and a better trade. Or rather, flash for flash and a better trade. Seems like they're trying to play around that lane. Now as Doran, he's the real explorer this time around. Where are you going? Immediately into the hands of the Sejuani, I suppose, as well. That's going to be an easy kill.
And that's some nice damage for Peanut to pad those stats. He's going to brawl further, 900 damage in a minute.
And we got Life coming up here, too. Part of the reason, but not quite able to keep them around, but...
GRF should know this one. He needs to avoid the body slam.
Oh, trying to get on top of Tarzan here. As, okay, going to go into the pool after that flip, and, well, he just doesn't have enough health. 3-on-1. Nice little play by Hens to get on in there real quick and make the kill happen.
He saw Kaisa on the minions and didn't disengage instantly, and thus deserves his death. This GRF, you need to be able to read that.
Actually going to have to hold that thought, as we're finding a Peanut in the jungle who is going to flash away and throw out the bolas that don't really do anything.
GRF have been very wantonly exploring the map at this point. And yes, Doran the Explorer was caught, but you have to lead with a sweeper.
The importance, too. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Doran doesn't seem to care about that Hemoplague, but he's getting flashed on. And he knew to respect that one. That's happened a couple of times already.
Flash for flash between the two. Vladimir has phase rush, so he's the one that's going to be quicker.
That's not what we're looking for. We've seen that Sejuani work before. Oh boy, the burst damage out of the Vladimir is pretty intense as GRF. He's getting angry, dodges the cask as well. We had Viper on the way, not even going to land that Void Seeker either. As well, there you have it. GRF going 1v2.
And you know GRF has a big smile. That Life is coming around. As Drake's already at 2,000.
Got a lot of damage, and it's just going to be taken down by Vladimir. And Griffin say, you can have it. Again.
The tricky thing for them is, coming back to how we looked at the game, how do they contest when Griffin is not there first? When Gen.G's there first, they really do have to opt into a lot of AoE. Really a pleasure watching the Hens try to feel out whether there's somebody there.
Oh boy, Life. And he's going to go down. Just face checking there a little bit, but How about up in the top side, Toby trying to force this one. Peanut wants to say, get away from my rookie. As in goes the rest of Griffin. The stopwatch is good. Ruler trying to go in. Not quite able to kill Viper, though. And that is a perfect cast for the disengage by Tarzan. Gonna push everybody out of that one.
A lot of tools used. TP by Cuvée as well for a 1-for-0. Doran stays mid lane, didn't get the call. TP in, so actually Griffin get a lot from this. It was a pleasure to watch Lehens try to test out. Not doing much waiting right now.
Toby, no flash. Used it to engage the last time around. He's still renekton, though. Trying to get out of here. Look at that damage, though. It's insane as they're diving turrets. They don't really care about the turret damage as everybody's pretty tanky at this moment in time. And that's a big pick here for Gen.G now. They get that massive renekton.
40 seconds, no TP. Renekton's will take the better part of a minute to get to this Baron. Do Gen.G pull the trigger? They've got new comms to think about with Rich in the lineup.
Oh, they're going for it. You know they have to. 5-on-4. They've got some pretty good pull off the Baron as well. Good turn. Lahan's looking for the Hex Flash over the wall, trying to mix things up here. Cuvée getting into that back line, and they are turning, but down will go the Rakan. And Cuvée alone is going to only get one kill. But Gen.G at the end of the day, they still get the majority of it. They get the Baron, the 2 kills, and they will move away.
In the mid lanes, no way for Kai'Sa to respond to this. Dives super deep. Get medium value out of it, you'll say, as Viper actually caught in transition by Ruler.
Both AD carries getting dangerously low as Dorn again in the front line gets dunked by Rich. Gonna pick up another kill for himself in his debut. And Toby over the wall slices him out of the air with that big golden sword. As there you have it, a couple of kills in Gen.G. They are coming back.
They're looking for the win here. This is a long death timer on Chovy again. Died with the Dominus available. At minimum, they lose mid lane inhibitor.
At minimum, you say, they're not going to stop pushing. You'd have to imagine they're on the cusp of winning this game. Lots of damage onto Ruler, though. Got to be careful about that Kai'Sa.
Better Storm and heal available, so he should be able to continue. A lot of melee champions. Not easy for Gen.G to close.
Okay, Cask coming in, trying to mix things up here, trying to get those minions out of the range. But there's still that cannon in there. They're going to be able to burst it down. We've still got timers coming in, but it's 10 seconds now.
Minion wave cleared. I think they've done this. I think they've held it.
They have been able to. As Gen.G now will pull off. There's another Mountain Drake. I think he played it safe. He was only about 20 CS behind the whole time. You got to give him props for what he's been able to do to come back this time around.
Clear out the minions here, Griffin is engaged.
We're going in. That's a lot of damage already from the Aatrox. We're just frontlining now. We got the Xayah coming on in and just critting them down. As Viper not quite able to do the same amount of damage on the top side. He's not going to be able to do it here. As Gen.G will eventually take out that Kai'Sa. Well, actually, Kai'Sa's going to live. But they're just going to turn onto the Nexus and take this game number 2. And we're going all the way tonight, guys. Game number 3 will be coming up after Rich, in his LCK debut, picks up a win.
And he exhales strongly. He knows that he needed his team around him in the